Jihoon shows another side of himself, and Sumit keeps it real shady. Stay tuned.
You're tuned in to AfterBuzz TV, the ESPN of TV talk. Now, let the buzz begin.
Hey, we're all on beat, you guys. You know how we are. I hope you guys join along for that part. Welcome to the after show for The Other Way. This was a pretty good show. I mean, you can't keep it shorter than an hour, really, with this. I mean, especially with commercials. But, you know, I'm kind of digging it. We have some things to talk about. I'm your host, Alex Bowers. To the left of me, I have Linda Antwi.
Hi, guys.
She's been here all day, guys. Linda's on so many shows. You can catch her everywhere. And she, of course, has the news and gossip and will be in charge of our live chat tonight. Then we have, Ashley Bowden.
That's okay. Hey, you guys.
Yes, Ashley. And welcome back. You weren't here last week, but we missed you.
We missed
definitely.
you guys, too.
And your funny answers and how you're just so against our girl, Karine.
Oh, my gosh.
It never gets old.
I
Okay.
know.
And is Sumit married? Linda has the answers later on in news and gossip.
Ooh.
Overall thoughts, right?
I can't wait.
Right? I mean, something is up with how he acted, and we're going to get into that later on, too. What did you guys think about the episode altogether?
I loved it.
Mm-hmm.
I still think the other way, because it's like the first season of it, it's really fresh.
Mm-hmm.
Do you know? And I like seeing it from the other perspective.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm really enjoying it.
Yeah.
I'm really enjoying it.
It was a wild ride. Per usual, it was a wild ride. A lot going on, a lot of twists and turns.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Some of the couples, I'm just like, I was a little like, okay, I could have used a little bit more drama, but I mean, we can't have it like that every episode.
Yeah.
But then the others, I'm like, okay, this makes up for the last couple, you know?
Mm-hmm.
And one of the couples that I'll, Sumit and Jenny, I'm like shook, and we can actually start with them.
Okay, let's do it.
You know, he's in the hot seat. We have Christina, which we met last week. You had an interview with Christina. For anyone that didn't see, go back after this episode. But that's Jenny's daughter. So he was in the hot seat with her. She brought her wife Jen, and he just had to answer the questions back to back. And he really dug himself in a hole, and he was real shady about some of the stuff that he was saying.
Yeah.
He basically said if his family found out, or if his family ended up being upset, he would say, "I'm sorry, Jen, I have to go." Mm-hmm. That's crazy for you to have been in a relationship with someone for this long, because you said it's been how many years?
It's been a few years now. Yeah.
And then you can easily just walk away like that, like not even fight for your...
But are we shocked?
No.
Thank you. Thank you.
No.
Because I'm going to go back to that very first episode. He basically said he was undecided. He was undecided about this relationship. And I thought it was interesting that the very first thing he said was, "I want to tell you how much I like," and then he had to correct himself and say, "love her." Did you guys catch that?
Yeah.
I was like, oh, see, you started off as a catfish, and this is one long, drawn-out catfish relationship.
Yes.
But what is, and I keep bringing this question up every week, what is his motivation? What do y'all think is the motivation?
I think the motivation is, he was having the idealized Western girlfriend, the blonde hair, the blue eyes. Perhaps he thought like financially secure because she's older, all of those things.
I think the motivation, I just feel like he just wanted to have some fun. Maybe catfishing was fun for him, and then he realized he loved her, but not really. It went from like, I love her because he's like fascinated with the thought, to I like her.
Gotcha.
And she's sweet. But I feel like there was a switch, because, even after the catfish, for a second, I felt like he loved her. When he was over here, washing her hair and doing all this
and
extra.
clipping those toenails.
Clipping the toenails.
That was love.
Yeah,
that was love.
Yeah, was it love, or was it, you ever
like
travel?
Camera action?
Well, no, but you ever travel somewhere to see someone, and that first 2 days, it's all like, oh, because it's so brand new and exciting, and then reality sets in, and reality sat in when he went home, and that was his real reality. That's when I felt like the switch happened.
Yeah. I'm just go ahead. I felt the way that Jen looked. So Jen is in Christina's wife.
Oh yeah,
she was
wasn't
just sitting there,
it.
just looking. Didn't even have to say a word.
Yeah.
But it's all on her face, and that's how I felt watching him. It's just kind of like, this man is a fool.
Right.
Truly.
So I think Jenny's daughter called it like 100% real. She said that you're basically not a man. Like, if you can't stand up to your family and tell them, and I've been saying this all season, why can't you tell your family this is who I want to be with, and that's just that? If you can't do that, then I'm going to have to question how strong of a man you are.
Right.
And she called it, and I feel like I 100% agree with her.
Yeah, I feel like he was in the hot seat, but they could have like even gone in even more. And maybe it's just because like I'm over here upset watching it, and I'm just like, he's just full of it. But I would have been on him like white on rice. Honestly, just like, so this is how you really feel? Like, but they were giving him, here's my thing, Jenny's family is so just like open and caring. It's completely opposite than his family. I feel like that's one thing that he has to look forward to. If you do choose to be with her, that's the right family. You don't have to worry about anything like that with her. But I don't know. You like you said, you need to fight for your girl if that's who you really want to be with. You'll make it happen. This like weak man mentality, I'm over here, my voice cracking. I'm over here
getting emotional.
I'm mad, y'all. This is not okay. She deserves more.
Chuck Williams in the live chat said he realized she's too old for him. Do you think
Nah.
No.
I think he just went from love to like it was like maybe like you said, like the first
infatuation to reality.
Yeah. And then it's just like, I'm gonna run back to my family. I have an excuse, you know. They don't, because what if the family wasn't even, we don't even get to see the family. What if they weren't pressed like he makes it seem like they are? What if he just wants to push her away?
Or what if he's married?
And that's what I was thinking. The people I was watching the show with thought the same thing. Like, he's got another woman. But we're gonna find out the tea.
But if the family knew that, they wouldn't let that go down, right?
Their loyalty is to Sumit.
Always.
Not to
know
change.
That. The family is always loyal to them. Right? That is facts, okay? Thank you for checking me on that. For anyone just tuning in, I hope you watch all of our 90-day shows. There's so many, and we have news shows. It's all here. We cover it all, and we also have other genres, not just reality. Can you tell us about them, Linda?
I can. So, guys, AfterBuzz TV, we do it all. Reality TV, drama, comedy, sci-fi. If you're into like wrestling or fitness or books, we do it all here. And we have you to thank for that. So thank you for joining us. And thank you for making us the ESPN of TV talk.
Thank you, guys.
But we would like a little bit more of your help. Tell a friend, tell a friend, tell a friend, tell a friend. Tell people in the live chat to
tell
watch. Tell your mom, your cousin, your brother. And if you're watching us on YouTube, thumbs up would be great. Like, subscribe, all that great stuff. If you're listening to us podcast-wise, Spotify, iTunes, all of that, then please give us 5 stars. We appreciate it. We love hearing from you guys. We love hearing from you guys in the live chat. Yep. Some of you guys watch all the same shows that we watch, and we love having you. So let's just keep it going.
Definitely. Yeah. Who's in the live chat? Shout out time.
Of course, our girl Kimberly Mayfield, yes. Charlene Woodward, Selwonk, Nakia Emmanuel, Angelica.
So the fam.
Yeah.
The whole fam is
Silver
in there.
Candy 79.
Yes.
May. Yeah. Nakia. Oh, I said Nakia. Yeah.
Welcome back, everyone.
Everybody.
And welcome anyone new. We're going to move on to Laura and Aladdin. Oh, sorry. We're not going to move on to this.
I was like, okay.
We're going to move on to Corey and Evelyn. So Corey, he's going through a tough time right now. We find out that his dad passed away. We did meet his dad at the beginning of the season. Super sweet.
Yeah.
I mean, just loving. He obviously really cared about his son. He cared about Evelyn as well. His whole thing was just making it work, making her feel comfortable. They even showed like a throwback video or whatever, just like a clip of him just saying, hey, welcome, and just happy. And I don't know. It's just like, I feel like I haven't had to experience that, and I don't wish that on anyone, but loss is hard. And especially when it's a parent. And I don't know, we see a different side of him, and this one really hurt. Thoughts?
Yeah, he was definitely in shock, understandably. I I think it was just at that point he was trying to process everything, and it hadn't obviously hit him yet. And I think he probably felt possibly some regret.
Yeah.
That he left his dad. And I mean, there's no way he would have known that his dad was going to pass away, because it sounds like it was a sudden thing. He wasn't sick or anything. So, God bless him.
For a second, it seemed like he almost was blaming himself, as if, like, if I didn't come, this wouldn't have happened. Or, like, as if, like you said, like, as if he could, like, control it or something.
Yeah, that's that level of guilt, which is a part of the grieving process.
Yeah.
You have guilt, sorrow, all those things.
And I'm sure he just wants to be there for his mom and family, you know.
Just be close to his kinfolk.
Yeah, all that. I think it was sad. I think that, like you said, you could see that he was in shock. And I think that losing a parent is hard, and I can't imagine also being in front of a camera while dealing with such a huge loss. And I don't think that we're going to see the end of his loss. I think that this is going to be part of the grieving process moving forward. And Sewonk in the live chat wants to know, didn't we talk about his dad passing in the beginning of the season? We did talk about it, but the show is just catching up to where we were. So,
and it hadn't been confirmed yet.
Yeah, social media is ahead of us.
Well, no, it had been confirmed, but it was social media. So the thing with some of these shows is we're live day to day, and we're talking about news and gossip day to day, but the show hasn't caught up to us yet.
So we're a little ahead, guys.
Yeah.
Bear with us in the show. Let's move on to Paul and Karine. Should I just let you start out? Because you what, Ashley, how did you feel about how Paul was treated? Because we know how you feel about that, and you don't like that too much.
I know y'all are Team Karine, and
I'm team both.
Okay.
Team both.
Yeah, I don't think she's necessarily fair. I just think she acts like a victim. She's like, oh, Paul's so mean and blah blah blah. And Paul's not really mean to her. Paul's just strange. He's just different. He's obviously got some issues. My thing to Paul is, you guys can always co-parent and not be together. You can go move to a different state. Maybe get out of Brazil. Go move to a different state, a bigger state. Find an American.
But they don't have money, so the chances of them being able to.
But if he goes home, he'll have some money.
No, Ashley, but like, what happens?
What am I missing something?
He leaves his child though?
No, I mean,
how do you do that?
Bring her to the States then.
Bring them both. Okay.
I just think that he's putting himself through a lot of unnecessary stress. And I do. I really do. But he can't handle stress.
But that's his personality.
I know he can't handle it. So just make things a little bit easier on yourself. Understand your limitations.
Yeah.
But I also think that she knew who she married. Do you know what I mean?
Of course.
Like when he came
out.
No, but when he came out way back when, and he came with like 10 suitcases, and you know the thing that covered his thing,
the net, all of that,
and the bulletproof. You knew he was a little on the odd
weird side,
right?
That's what I don't understand.
So moving forward, you married him, and you were okay with that, and so you got to accept what you accepted in the beginning, because he hasn't changed.
Yeah. So did we feel bad about him having to leave the hospital?
That she was wrong for that.
Very.
And I'm hoping that she just sent him home to get stuff, and he misheard her, and that when he comes back with the stuff like he did, that she's gonna allow him to see the birth of his son. Like,
I hope so.
I hope that is the case, but she was being mean. But I said that before, you guys. I hope y'all see it now.
Yeah, that was straight up just messed up. I'm like, oh, you're not about to do my dude Paul like this. Put some respect on his name. This is his child too.
That's
you
right.
didn't get pregnant alone.
That's right.
So somebody said, Sewonk said, you guys think, do you think the guy who was giving money to Karine is the father of, oh my gosh, is the father of her son? Kimberly Mayfield said Paul can get a job to afford the visa process. Paul can't go past the first floor. He's stuck on the bed.
Oh, stop. Okay, so the first question, I think Paul is going to have that figured out regardless. So he's already, he's already like threatened that many times. And I feel like now it's like, okay, now I have a reason. Because for a second, he trusted her. He stopped all the foolishness. Because we saw that like last season but like for a second it seemed like he trusted her.
That baby is his baby. The end.
100%. But I'm just saying,
the baby does
he's going to make
him.
sure. He's going to make sure of it.
Yeah, but he's already been made sure of it for sure. Like he made her take so many tests. When she got pregnant, I'm sure there was a test where he was like,
I don't blame
need to
him
know.
though.
So
Me neither.
I know that he would not be doing the most right now if he didn't feel comfortable, because that would be his first question, and he would not be his last. So I don't think that's even a question right now. What I think is interesting is how they made a big deal about him being like quote unquote a terrorist, and then he's like, oh yeah, by the way, I got approved for my permanent residency and now I can get a work permit. Yeah. Y'all just gonna roll through that like we didn't watch a whole episode
of him running around and trotting like, hold up.
For sure. Yeah. Like what happened to that?
Yeah.
I was like, can you give me a little bit more information?
Yeah, he said it like it was nothing.
Like nothing.
Yeah.
On the phone to his mom, like, yo, we're invested. Don't make me invest in something and then roll right past it.
We need closure.
That. Right. Facts. Facts.
And we need like Karine's reaction to knowing that he's okay.
Right.
You know what I mean?
That
and the parents, because they were highly upset with that whole situation. The dad was shook. So yeah, it would be good to get that.
I just think at that point, Karine was just over him altogether. She didn't give a dang.
She didn't have to do him like that though.
She didn't. And the thing with her though that I didn't appreciate in this, because normally I'm like, okay, she's in the right, but I think she's in the wrong, because he called her out on something.
What?
Well, he called her out.
Ring the alarm
on this situation. He called her out on taking calls and taking money from other men, right? And yet she didn't want to answer, and she yet to this moment answer it. She flipped it on him and said that she's the bad guy, he's the bad guy, and that he's this and he treats her bad, boop,
and
boop,
then
boop,
started
boop, boop.
crying and then flipped him off.
Right
And then he tried to sit down and have a conversation with her over a meal and say, listen, this is how this made me feel. How would you feel if so he's trying to do it that way, and then she flipped it around again, and now she's super mad, doesn't want to talk to him. But you got to address, like, you have a husband. That's not your boyfriend. That's your husband. Yep. And he's telling you that he doesn't want you not only to not talk to other men, but to get money from these random internet people.
She doesn't care.
She doesn't care. And that's what needs to be addressed. That's why I think she was wrong.
But that's why I think he needs to go home.
Oh.
Well, but he has a whole kid, so it's not that easy. But
we'll pack them both up, put her up in a living situation. And I think he needs to go home. I really mean that.
Wow. So, but okay, so if he does go home, it's like go all the way home just to like not be together, not live together, and to just co-parent.
Yes,
that's tough.
It's easier than being in Brazil.
Stay in Kentucky. You can go to California, and we'll just co-parent. Like, you know, like what do you?
It's easier than being in Brazil. It's easier than Karine and the baby being in Brazil, and then him being in the States. So why not them be in the same area or same?
They can stay, same state,
and co-parent that way.
I guess because he stays with his
mom. Because
she's
not happy with him.
Yeah, she's not.
And he's stressed out there.
She feels like she has to babysit.
He's walking around in bee suits. He's running in dog houses.
Yeah, but that's him all day, every day.
Yeah. Listen, I don't know how Paul acts when he's in Kentucky with moms, but he sounds like he needs that support.
I mean, the Paul run, famous.
I love it.
Like the Paul run with the socks and the sandals.
Just trying to. He was, and the way he walked out the hospital, I'm like, oh, Paul.
Paul is my guy, though. I like Paul.
Yeah, I really like him. Okay, now it's time for Devin and Ji-hoon. We definitely saw a different side of him. He's he came off as like very unorganized and just all over the place, and like he doesn't have a set plan. I don't know if he's not taking it seriously, but because that's how it seemed. But I mean, come on, Jihoon, we were rooting for you. I mean, we still are, but like this is not okay. You know, Devin is bringing her kids here. Yeah, one is yours, but you know that's tough. Like nothing is done, and you're telling me we're gonna have to stay in a 1-bedroom when your parents stay on the couch, and like there's gonna be like what 5 or 6 of us living here, a newborn baby. Nothing made sense.
The more the season progresses and we get to know Devin more, she's really showing her mature side, right?
Yes.
She's just like, how is this fair to your family?
Yes.
That we're invading on their space, their small, limited space, and, you know, we need to get it together. And Jihoon, let me just say this. I know that there's a responsibility issue and a maturity issue here, but he's hilarious.
He is.
He said, before I met Devin and Drusilla, I was a young, childish boy.
Yeah.
He said, now that after I met them, I'm still a young, childish boy. That was funny.
Honest.
That was funny moment number one, and then funny moment number two when Devin was saying something like, yeah, that's true, or something like that. And he said, yeah, that's true, even though I don't know what you just said.
Yeah.
He just has these funny, quirky moments, and I appreciate his personality for that. But he does need to grow up.
Yeah.
He needs to get his finances. It sounds like he knows it mentally. He just hasn't applied the things that he knows he should be doing.
Mm-hmm.
So I think that's a step in the right direction, but this is the risk that Devin took.
Yeah.
And she's kind of got to work through it, which I think she's doing.
Yeah.
And I also think it was a great idea that she decided to leave Drusilla at home with her family.
Yes, smart.
While they get set up and, you know, do everything that they need to do. And shout out to her dad for being a great dad, and her mom for being really good parents and supporting her.
And if she didn't do that, imagine Drusilla like, hold up.
Yeah.
What's going on? And, you know, she has a lot of energy, and that would have just been too much. Linda, what do you have to say on Jihoon?
I just think what have you been doing for the last 9 months?
Right.
That's it. And I need more information about what that looks like. I need to know what this finance situation is going on. I need to know the illegal thing that you're talking. What have you been doing?
Right.
So even down to the car seat where you ordered it last minute and you didn't even order the right one. Like, so what are you, if you don't have a job and you don't have an apartment, what are you busy doing? Because you just had a baby, and like he said, he's the childish boy. Mm-hmm. But even people who are immature and childish, once they have a child, most of the time they like step up.
Yep.
And so I'm wondering, was it because your baby was not in front of you, and so it maybe didn't seem real, so you can go back to your childish boy ways? And now that they're there, are you going to step it up? I need to know.
Right. It didn't light a fire under him. I guess, like, in his situation, he would have had to see her, like, actually, like, the baby. Like, I don't know. Go through the whole process.
Can I tell you that I can't read the live chat and be on TV.
It's hard. It's
Are
hard.
you acting up in there?
Yes.
Yes.
What is being said?
Chuck Williams is cutting up.
Okay, Chuck.
Should we say it? I don't know if we should read what he said.
Okay, well, I don't know. But anybody else saying anything?
Yeah, so Nakia Emmanuel said, I need my ultimate ship of Devin and Ji-hoon to stay afloat. Period. Don't mess this up, Jihoon. And then someone said, Nakia Emmanuel also said, Jihoon, I was rooting for you. We were rooting for you. How dare you? In my Tyra Banks voice.
Right. That's exactly how we're saying it.
How dare you?
Yeah. You guys are my favorite couple, so work it out. Work this out.
I think he's going to get it together.
Do better. Be better.
His mom is not playing any games.
Nope.
She said, you have to get yours.
Right.
Yeah.
And he doesn't have a choice.
And you like how the mom called him out? Like, you're over 30 and still living at home.
Mm-hmm.
I thought that was
I think it's because she just saw her, you know, she sees her grandchild and it's just like, oh, this is, you know, it hit her too. Like, this is real.
This is real.
This is a beautiful child. You know, like, I don't know. Just like the whole thing is like, oh, yeah, you got to go. You got to figure this out and we got to get you going.
Quick.
Because
it was so funny how Jihoon was like, my mom said get the F out.
Yeah.
Like, your mama did not say all that.
But he plays at the wrong moment.
But he played too because he told the parents that Devin didn't want to live there. It's like, hell no, Devin doesn't want to live here. So he plays both sides, and it was funny.
He's very funny.
His parents are really nice.
They are
nice people.
Yeah, definitely. Okay, now for our final couple, Ronald and Tiffany. So Ronald is on a whole, I don't know if he bumped his head or what is going on with Ronald, but the way he acted was absolutely ridiculous. But I kind of want to talk about where you guys think this anger is stemming from.
Well, he's a recovering addict. So he's probably feeling the recovery.
Addicty.
He's feeling it. He wants to hit that casino, baby.
Yes. He's feeling addicty, and he had, you know, you are exhibiting new behaviors.
I'm loving how you're making this a word.
What?
Addicty?
It is. That's
saying it
what?
like
He's fiending.
Yeah, that's what. It's the same thing.
Yeah.
And I think that, that's where the snapping is coming from, is because he was able to get it out of his system, not in a healthy way, before, and now he has to rechannel that, and he doesn't know how to do it yet. Because, they've only been married for a month and a half, which means he's only been out for a month and a half.
And then, but you're bringing a baby into this situation. It's just like a lot, and I feel like that it was just too soon. But he's cracking.
To his credit, Tiffany took all the credit cards, he has no cash, no access to the cash, which I'm not judging.
Does he need it?
I'm not judging. He probably doesn't need it, but at least bring your daggone purse.
Yeah,
yes.
don't be in charge of the finances and then forget the finance.
Yeah.
Right. That would set me off too.
Yeah.
I'd be triggered like, why am I driving all the way here and you ain't got the cash?
Right.
If you're in charge, be responsible and be in charge.
Right. And Tiffany checked him as soon as they got home. But we usually see her like kind of make excuses, or like she'll say to the camera how nervous she is, but like with him, she doesn't really go in that deep. But this time we actually saw her like snap. And it was pretty refreshing for me. I'm like, please, somebody do it. Do it for Daniel and do it for the baby.
Do it for Daniel.
Get him all the way together.
Yeah, I mean, she was petty. She's like, what if I said that I regret marrying you and you're this and you're that and you're this? And then I said sorry. It's like all the things that she wanted to say, she made a question and then apologized like how he apologized to her. What I thought was interesting and I wrote down is like, she said that she needs him to do certain things to be okay. And I was like, well, what is it that she needs for him to do? What is it? Like,
didn't elaborate.
What is it?
Right.
What's going to make you feel better and what does he need to do? Let's talk about that, because I feel like, okay, he's telling you, he's allowing you to be in charge of the finances. He's telling you like he's going to try and all of these things. The rest you're not going to know until the test of time. So if you have specific steps that you want him to take, then you need to verbalize that to him.
Absolutely. I agree.
Agreed.
Anything else on this couple?
Just bring your purse next time, Tiffany.
Right. And that brings us into our special segment.
You're tuned in to AfterBuzz TV.
Our special segment.
None of my business.
Right. What do you think?
Hey.
I only have one question, and you can just say whatever your answer is out loud. Should one spouse have 100% of the finances, have control of 100% of the finances in the relationship?
Absolutely not.
No. Capital N-O. Now, give your answer and I'll say why I say no.
I think every situation is different.
Oh my, you always going against the grain.
I do, because like I grew up seeing my Papa Sam went to work and my granny handled the finances. And that's just what it was. And he got his money, like his allowance or whatever, and she took care of everything else.
Yeah.
And that was fine. He didn't care.
I say if you're in
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
So in present day, 2019, do you feel
that still was present day 2019?
Okay, but I want to know. Okay, so maybe my question is, do you believe it for our generation?
Yes.
Wow. Okay. I thought you did.
I mean, I'm not saying that that's 100% like the right answer. I'm just saying that it can happen. Right. Like if it makes sense for the situation, the answer is it depends. If it makes sense for your situation and your relationship, then go for it. If it doesn't, then do 50-50 split, or shared account, and each person has their own separate account. Those dynamics can work too. But I just think that I don't think there's one clear-cut answer for that.
I say no. And and I feel like
I say no.
Yeah, I feel like it doesn't even work with this whole.
You start talking about money, Alex.
Yeah,
Alex is like, oh no.
Huh? It doesn't even work for their situation. This grown man should have money in his pocket regardless. And yes, you don't trust him, but that doesn't mean he has to have a whole lot. You guys can speak about that. But I don't think anyone should have 100%. No. We're not kids. And I can't fathom having someone tell me yes and no, I can't get this, or yes, I can't do this, and I can't have this much money, or no.
I need Nakia. I need Nakia to write something, because this right here.
What are people's answers?
Nakia is so funny to me. She says, "Nope, ain't nobody about to be in charge of my money. Run me my coins."
Right, run me my check.
Well, I just think that kind of situation works for someone that maybe doesn't necessarily care about, not that they don't have access to their money. They have access to their money, but there's a spouse that's the primary person that's handling the finances.
I know what you're saying. Like, one spouse might be better at accounting and responsibilities, paying bills and all of that, and that person is the one that does those things, that has the primary access. But I don't think one person should be in control and be like, I run the money. You know what I mean?
And you have to ask me to get. That's my thing.
Now, in Tiffany and Ronald's case, I think that it would be helpful if they maybe put a time frame on it. Like, let me see how you handle. Let me handle the money for 6 months. Let's see if let's just make sure you're on the right track, and then maybe if she can start tapering off the control a little bit, and just see how he reacts. Yeah. Give him one card and see how he does with that.
I say no cards.
But the thing is,
I say, how about cash? If it's out, it's out.
Because the thing is, when we met him earlier in the season, he stole from his own mother.
Right.
Like, he had no shame, but he was in, the depth of it. And yes, he's in recovery. But what if he has a slip? Then what? He
slip up with cash. Don't slip up on the card. And we'll figure it out from there.
May said, yes, my husband has a shopping issue, LOL. He overspends on everything, and we're on a budget. So May running those coins.
Okay, May. Protect the bank. Okay.
Nakia says money can make or break a relationship. It's just so tricky. True.
Mm-hmm.
That's so true.
Because what do you think, Linda?
Yeah.
You're not skating past this.
Should one person control it? No, but I do think that there is, like I said, one person usually in a relationship that's better organized, and I think that the person that's better organized should be the one that is running the finances.
Okay.
And that could be anything, right? Bills and account management. I just think that if you're good at that, and that's something that you're great at, and you're talking about building wealth and all of that stuff and bettering the family, then definitely you should be in charge.
Yes.
Now, are you in charge for the exclusion of the other spouse? Absolutely not. I think that you come together as a team, but the person that's a stronger ability to take care of things should be the person that's leading the way.
Good answer. Solid answer.
May said $10 is enough for slot machines. LOL.
Okay, May, you need to come help me out then, because I'm over here just okay. News and gossip. What do you have for us, Linda?
Oh, I can't wait to get this tea.
Okay, so I think that we're gonna start off with Paul. So Paul and Karine have gotten a little bit of backlash because they put up an online baby shower and we're asking for online donations. And so he says, for people to troll us online, but after so many contributed, it really surprised me. We do not need any donations. Pierre is doing amazing and has everything he needs. Karine and I are also not needing any donations, but thank you to anyone and everyone who contributed. And in the donations, $532 raised of a $1 goal. And it goes on to say, this is just a way for anyone who would like to send a digital gift to us towards Pierre. If you found this campaign while looking for someone to donate to, please look for someone in serious, legitimate life or death and donate to them. If we get 0 from this campaign, we'll survive and be fine. And he goes on and on and on. But they raised money, but they were getting trolled for asking for the money. What do you guys think about that?
I think this was Karine's idea.
Facts.
Yes.
Facts. Because she's used to getting money from people
online.
Someone in the comments once said, and I'll never get it out of my head, calling them e-beggars.
I can only imagine how she said it, like, post it, Paul. You know how she talks to him. Post it. You need to say it, Paul. Yeah, that's her.
Now, you guys, I know we talked about whether we thought these two are going to make it, whether they're going to be in Brazil or Kentucky.
Yep.
If you look to see where, even on this, where he says he is, it's Louisville, and they were spotted in Louisville. And then if we go to the next picture, we'll see that they have a T-Mobile Tuesdays that they do, and you can tell that they're still together, and they're stateside, and their son's looking adorable.
Mm-hmm. Like, too cute.
Yeah, all the way cute.
Kimberly Mayfield said Paul is lying. He can't even afford a spousal visa.
Y'all just be going in the live chat, don't y'all? No one gets by.
No one at all.
No
and
one
then,
is
I thought this was a super cute photo of Papa with Tai Young.
Yeah.
In America.
Aww.
And so this is going to bring some questions up for people too. Like, so where are they? Because, we know we had Devin in the live chat last week saying that they were in South Korea. So are they stateside now?
I mean, you could travel.
Is Dad in? Yeah, maybe it's possible. It's possible. It's not like a short trip,
right?
Though,
and they don't. But
to be
they
going
don't,
back and forth, and it's not a cheap trip to be going back and forth.
True, and they don't give up too much in social media, right? It's just kind of like you don't even know.
Yeah, you don't even know. But I think they are on stateside in this, and I think it's a super cute photo. Mm-hmm. And then I just think that these two are such a adorable couple.
They are.
Like, they're really sweet.
I always use the word refreshing.
Yeah.
It's just like...
And Devin has really inspired me this season because I thought of, my first impression of her was like, oh, whoa, she's like a basket case. Yeah. And she flipped that 360.
She did.
She's the responsible one. She's the wise one in the relationship, and I'm fascinated by it.
Yeah.
Yep.
It's like the mama bear instincts. They just, hold up.
Kicked in.
Yep. So she posted in her stories because I guess a lot of people want to know about Drusilla's bio father. Mm-hmm. You know how we had some talk about Tiffany and the bio father for her son, and she responded. So what Devin is saying is that people are messaging and commenting, asking where Drusilla's bio father is. This is a sensitive subject, and I would appreciate it if everyone would stop. I escaped a very abusive relationship, and I'm recovering from it, so please stop asking. It will be addressed later. So that gives you a little backstory of what she has had to deal with in the past.
Yeah.
That's some scary stuff.
Yeah, it's terrible. And I'm guessing, it'll be addressed later. Maybe on the show, she'll speak about it a little bit.
Yeah, I mean,
even on social
not.
Media,
it's up to her, but I think that's definitely her prerogative.
Yeah.
And then we have a family photo, and I love it. So we have Jihoon's parents and Drusilla's dad, and I love this photo so much.
Yeah, it's so cute.
The blended family. And then this kick in the head from
a mood.
Yeah, it's a mood. So it says, I'm so sorry, guys. I'm so ashamed of myself. I'm trying to grow up and be a real man. And I just think that was a funny meme that he put on his own. Swift kick in the head.
Yeah.
Get it together.
He needed that.
Right.
This episode.
Get it together, Jihoon. Get it together. So we know that the episode of Corey's dad passing aired, and he posted on his social media a message to thank everyone for sending out kind words of support. It's a hard moment to relive for him. And basically he says he's never been more sad. This is the hardest moment of his life, and people reaching out to him really helped him and loved on him and cared for him, and he really, really appreciates it. So
yeah, that's tough.
Yeah, it really, really is tough. And then let's talk about Sumit. Okay, so the word on the street is, and it's a big word and it's a lot, is that Sumit is already married. He was arranged married while he and Jenny were on a break. Because you remember, Jenny went there first, right?
Yes.
And then the family did not approve of her, so she went back. And during the time that she went back, he got married. And Jenny knows and has known since before filming began. He did the show to stand up to his parents. he cannot come to the U.S. on a fiance or spousal visa because he's legally married to this other woman and needs a divorce.
You're kidding.
What source is this from?
So this is from a source that is online, and you can look it up under the 90-day fiance cray cray. I'm not going to shout out who originally posted it, but it's backed up.
Wow.
It's backed up.
And we don't see them post about each other anymore either, right?
And if you think about what Christina said in the interview, when I asked her if she supported the relationship, she said she supported it in the moment that we're in now, because she couldn't give out any spoilers. So that, and if you think about it, that all makes sense. I think that when he's talking on the phone to his dad, it's not really his dad. That's why we're not meeting the parents. It's his wife and maybe kids at home that are like, where the hell are you? And why aren't you here? And that's why he has to run home, because that makes more sense than,
And I said this before. I said, do y'all think he has a side chick at home?
Oh, he has a whole other meal at home.
And word on the street, the tell-all is supposed to be really juicy, right?
Tell-all. So the word on the street is the tell-all was explosive. So explosive they had to have an actual PhD therapist on site. That there's a bunch of breakdowns and a bunch of truths being told.
Yeah.
Oh, I can't wait.
Yeah, explosive.
That concludes the news and gossip. Thank you,
That's
Linda.
it for news and gossip.
Predictions time. Let's see. Who's going to
Your
start?
AfterBuzz TV predictions.
Jenny and Sumit. I think the relationship just goes downhill from here. I mean, even after what you just said. But I feel like as far as like the season, I feel like this is where it's just like she knows how he feels, and Christina and Jen know now. And it's just like one of those things where you can't come back from what you said. He tried to double back, as we saw, when they had the dinner, but some things you just cannot undo. And I feel like this is one of those. And obviously now I'm thinking, she's going to find out. Somebody has to find out about this that's the only way Jenny will walk away. She's put up with so much. It needs to be something extreme for her to walk away. Yeah. So I obviously feel like either this episode or the next or something soon, it'll be a wrap, and we're done for them, and we'll see them at the tell-all. So
I think that Karine is going to come to her senses in the next episode and want Paul to be a part of the birthing process. That's my prediction.
Okay.
I think Aladdin and Liam might go to blows. Because Liam is not hiding his issue with the whole Aladdin and mom situation. Yeah. So, yeah, I can't wait to see how that issue kind of plays out.
And as of now, I'm Team Liam, just because like he's been through it and he always gets the short end of the stick.
I know, but that preview made him a little bit jerkish. Like, you're not gonna go in and say hi.
Yeah,
like for
Aladdin
real,
was trying to be nice.
Like for real. You're talking about not knowing someone's culture and saying how your mom is this and this and this. She raised you better than to be rude.
I feel like there's something deeper. I may be wrong next week, but I just feel like there's a reason. Like, sometimes you just can't help but to be petty, to be annoyed with someone and not like them. Maybe because someone built, like, the foundation may have been rocky, like he said. It was all built on a lie from his perspective.
Yeah, but you can have an issue with Aladdin, but that doesn't give you the right to be rude to the family.
True.
That's the part I'm saying. Like, go in, meet them. You can be rude all day to Aladdin because you have an issue with him and deal with that. Yep. But don't spread the rudeness, because I feel like you were raised better than that.
I agree. So overall, I feel like this season is progressing now.
Yeah, it's picking up speed.
Yeah, it's picking up. We've had moments where we're like, it's they've made it a lot longer than it needed to be. But I feel like we're gonna get there. And obviously, Linda, you got me so excited for this tell-all. Later on, obviously, we still have some episodes to go.
We do.
But you guys, we're excited to continue the show. You can catch us every Wednesday, 10 o'clock. Where can everyone find you guys?
Guys, all across social media, Linda is so girly.
You can find me on Instagram at Ms. Ashley Marie.
And make sure to keep the comments rolling. We will respond. I'm your girl, Alex Bowers. You can follow me all over social media at Hey Alex Bowers. We'll see you next week.
Bye, guys.
Bye.
Our founder, Kevin Undergaro, and me, Maria Menounos, would like to thank you for tuning in to AfterBuzz TV. Remember, we're not just the first, we're the biggest in the world, and we're the only destination for all your favorite TV shows. Whatever you crave, we've got it. So go to AfterBuzzTV.com and check out our lineup. Buzz you later.
The views expressed herein are those of the hosts only and do not necessarily reflect the views of AfterBuzz TV or its owners or principals.